What's up, YouTube? It's your guy Rich, aka Richie Fit. You already know what to do about that, man. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me down below. Make sure you turn the notifications on as well so you know exactly when the next video comes out. And to my new subscribers, I appreciate you all. You do not go unnoticed. Trust and believe me, you do not go unnoticed. But without further ado, welcome to the information station, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take off.
3, 2, 1, 0, and lift off.
So in my last video, I mentioned that I will be talking about why sleep is important. If you watched my last video, you know that. If you haven't watched it, pause this video, go back to my last video, go and view that. It was a good video. Then come back to this one and finish this one off, because this one is going to be pretty good. So, why sleep is important? Well, first off, 1/3 of our life is spent sleeping. I'm going to let that marinate for a minute.
2,000 years later.
1/3 of our life is spent sleeping. For the average person, that's 25 years of your life is going to be spent laying in bed.
OMG!
So, in this next part has nothing to do with why sleep is important, but since we spend 1/3 of our life sleeping, and sleeping is very important, it is also very important to invest in your sleeping environment, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't just mean a bed. You know, a lot of people just say invest in a bed. No, it's more than that. Invest in your sleeping environment, your bed, your pillows, your sheets, your blanket. You make sure the air temperature is just right. Make sure, you know, if you need some sounds or a fan going or some music playing, make sure all of that is on point. We're spending 25 years of our life sleeping, so it's important that we invest in that time. And I know you're like, man, that's time that I'm going to be spent doing absolutely nothing. Well, yes, you're right in a way, but in a way you're completely wrong, and I'm going to tell you why. When we sleep, there are a lot of things that go on internally, okay? Some of those things have to do with the brain, some of those things have to do with, you know, the muscles of the body, but there's a lot of stuff going on. And one of those things is, what if I told you that there is a hormone that, without getting into a long explanation, that basically made our muscles grow. And the time that that hormone got released the most, when 2/3 of that hormone got released, is when we slept. I got your attention now, huh? I got your attention, yeah. Growth hormone, 2/3 of it is released while we sleep. While we sleep. That speaks on, just that alone speaks on how important sleep is to anyone that's interested in fitness. Just anyone who even just wants to get in shape. 2/3 is released when we sleep. Growth hormone is considered like the hormone that keeps us young, keeps us looking fresh, and all that good stuff. But as we age, it declines. But when we sleep, that's when most of our growth hormone gets released. All right. Also, another thing that gets released when we sleep, if you're underage, fast forward about 30 to 40 seconds. Okay, skip this part, and I'll get back to you guys. But for all of my fellas out there, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you're rocket ship,
Bruh.
your schlong,
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
your penis is hard. That's part of the reason. Another reason is when we sleep, the oxygen level in our blood goes up. So that's also another reason why we wake up with a hard dick. All right, and if you know, having our growth hormone spiked and our testosterone spiked is exactly what we want. But one thing that I must mention, our bodies can go catabolic when we sleep. Our bodies can break down muscle tissue when we sleep. And that is because our body is trying to repair itself. So it needs nutrients in building material from somewhere. Which is why it is important to take in some slow digesting protein, such as casein protein, right before you sleep to prevent that from happening. All right, because our bodies will take in that protein and use that as the building blocks to repair itself and rebuild, rather than taking from the muscles that we worked hard for and using that to repair itself and rebuild. Now, what also happens when we sleep is our brains reset themselves. And I know you guys are like, why do I care about my brain? Like, I'm here to learn how to get big. Well, that our brain is just as important, because if you're not focused in the gym, if you're not laser focused on what you're doing in the gym, one, you could get injured. Two, you're not going to get a great workout in if you're not laser focused. And what our brains do, it resets itself. It clears out some space, stores what we need, and gets it ready to function the next day. So we're not drowsy, we're not distracted, and we're just laser focused in the gym the next go around. All right? So it is very important to get that sleep, ladies and gentlemen, not only for our body, but for our minds as well. It's crucial for our minds to be on the same level as our body, okay? Because without this does not move. You know? Hit him, yeah, you guys ever heard hit him in the head, make the body drop?
Hit him in the head, watch the body drop.
That is why. Without this does not move, okay? So make sure that you are taking care of your brain as well as your body. I know you guys are wondering, well, how much sleep do I need? The average adult needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep, ladies and gentlemen. 7 to 9 hours of sleep. So you need to be sleeping at least 7 hours every single night. Now, you don't want to be getting too much sleep, because there's some studies that show that it leads to obesity and cardiovascular issues and all types of stuff. So you don't want to be getting too much sleep, and you also don't want to be getting too little sleep, because that can also lead to cardiovascular issues and all types of things, as well as not getting as many gains. And that is what we're here for. We're here to get some gains, right? Okay, now compare that to a newborn baby that needs 14 to 17 hours of sleep every single day. Every single day. 14 to 17 hours of sleep. And just that alone, like, forget about what I said earlier. Like, that alone, for a newborn baby to require that amount of sleep. Babies grow at a rapid rate. And so if they're sleeping that much, that must mean that they are growing a lot during their sleep, which means sleep is very important. Okay? So make sure you're getting your sleep at night. It is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. It is crucial. It is crucial to get your sleep at night. Now, if you're having trouble sleeping, I will have a video coming out for that as well, on, you know, things that you can do to get your sleep at night. I will have another video for that. But make sure you're getting your sleep, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? Okay, now I'm about to give you guys some fun facts about what happens during while we sleep. I got my notes right here. I'm going to be looking down at these from time to time. So if you see me looking down right now from time to time, that's what I'm looking at. Okay? So have you ever been sleeping at night and like you jerked, or you've been sleeping next to someone and you like saw them jerk all of a sudden? That is called hypnic jerks. Okay? Now, scientists don't exactly know why this happens. There's a few different theories. You know, the brain thinks that you have died, and so it sends a signal to the body to check for that movement to make sure that you're not dead. Basically, that's one of the theories. Another is that it's the body's reflex, because it feels like it's falling, and so like you jump, you know, to brace yourself or whatever. So yeah, it's a perfectly natural thing. A lot of people do it, so don't worry about it. If you're jerking when you sleep or whatever, don't worry about it. It's perfectly natural. It's a part of going to sleep. Okay? Sleep talking. Sleep talking, ladies and gentlemen. People can sleep talk, believe it or not. Like, and they can speak phrases or full sentences. Sometimes they can even respond to something that you ask them. Now, if you're worried about releasing some secrets, it's highly unlikely that you're gonna, you know, tell secrets while you sleep. Like, it's just highly unlikely. But the reason that happens is because there are stages of sleep, and during those transitions, the speech center that gets activated during those transitions, and sometimes that speaking can happen during those times, as well as when a person is half awake, you know, where you're partially awake. Sometimes that can happen during those times as well. Another thing that happens when we sleep is, if you've ever been watching a sleeping person, their eyes move, and scientists think it is because neurons firing all at the same time. There's just a lot of stuff going on in the brain. And so, yeah, that is why that happens. That is going to conclude today's video, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that like button. Comment down below about, just comment down below about another video you guys want me to do. You guys want to see something you guys want to learn about. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go. Let's make today count, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make today count. I'll see y'all in the next one. Let's eat.